to the RunRX podcast, where we talk about all things running. As many runners know, it's 90% mental. So join Coach Valerie and Coach Caroline as we go through the mental side of running. Welcome back to Tough Love Tuesday. I'm Coach Caroline, your mindset coach, and it is the new year. It is 2022. I just realized I labeled this 2021. It's going to take me a little bit. Are you like that? It takes you a couple of weeks to get back into it. The reason that I'm coming on today is because we are in the last day of our open enrollment for the new year. What we've decided to do, as we've talked about in previous episodes with Coach Valerie, is we're limiting the number of people we let into the membership at any given time. Coach Valerie spends a lot of time working with you one-on-one, especially in those first 4 to 12 weeks. And so she wants to be able to continue to kind of make it feel one-on-one, even though it's online. And in order to do that, it takes a lot of time and energy. And so to do that, we're kind of keeping the membership small. And as we add more time with her, it will actually raise the price. As you can imagine, that kind of one-on-one attention from a coach is very valuable with all of her experience. But the reason that I thought I'd come on today was I wanted to talk about, there are like 3 types of people that we get in the membership, 3 types of runners, and I find it so fascinating. So the first type is sort of like me. I'm not really this way. They're the ones that are very by the book. If they have a plan that says they have to run 3 miles, they run 3 miles. Doesn't matter if they're injured or not, they run 3 miles, right? We've talked about this on the membership. They're very precise. They're very regimented, and they do things in a certain order. Now, that's great, and they follow our plan almost to a T, and they get great results. Then there's another type that comes in that's almost anxious. They are so used to following the plan, they're so used to running the miles that they're running, that deviating from what they've always done makes them a little bit, I'm not even going to say high-strung, it just kind of feeds a little bit of anxiety, and we totally get it because I have moments like that too. I'm used to doing things a certain way, and when you change that, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. Those are the people that tend to want to check in every day. They want to be on every single Zoom. They watch every single replay, and they need a little bit more hand-holding during those first, basically, 4 weeks. Then there's this third type, and that's also like me. So can you see how I really can relate to all these people? Because I have quite a few memberships that I do this in. I join the membership, and I never show up. I maybe go on 1 or 2 calls, and then I just sit there and basically troll the membership. I'm not going to say troll because I'm still catching the replays. I'm following along. I take long breaks, but then I come back in, and then I'll binge watch everything and see what they're doing, and then I'll go ahead and implement it. These are the memberships I stay with for a really long time. And then I'll pop my head up after maybe 6 months and say, oh my gosh, I'm doing really great. I followed your instructions, and I've had fantastic results. We get so many people like that we maybe heard from on one gait analysis, or maybe the first week they were in it, or some we never heard from at all, and they're still paying. And I know that they're getting value because obviously they're still paying us money. But then they'll pop up, I don't know, 6 months, a year later. Jeb is a great one that's been, we've been touting him this last year. We didn't hear from him for like 6 months. And then he comes back in and he says, I just did the rim to rim of the Grand Canyon. It was fantastic. So my question to you is, which kind of runner are you? Which kind of person would you be if you come into our membership? Now, maybe you have already, and maybe you say, oh, Caroline, I'm totally that one that needs a lot of hand-holding that first month. Fantastic. Or maybe you say, oh, you mean you don't mind if people come in and don't, check in? Well, I'm not going to say we'd like you to check in, okay? That's honestly what you're paying for. But we like to say you kind of get out of it what you put into it. And at the end of the day, all 3 types of runners get the same result, and that's running pain-free. Every single one of the runners that comes in and works with us has the same result, and that is running pain-free. The only runners that don't run pain-free are the ones that give up and stop working with us. We will not give up on you. If you need to take a break, you have a big job at work, something going on with the family, you get sick, you come back, we will meet you right where you are. Whether you come in injured, whether you get injured doing something else, maybe you start feeling some niggles of pain during the changing of your running. We're here for you, and we're not going to leave you. But if you give up on you, then you've given up on the method, and we can't guarantee that you'll run pain-free. Now, we also have a ton of free content, as you know, and we've had lots of people come to us and say, I didn't pay you a dime. I just listened with real intention and focus and did the practice, and I got results. So as much as we want to see you in the membership, and that is our hope and our goal, we want you to know that we're here for you through our podcast, through the YouTube channel, through our Ask Me Anything on Wednesdays. And if you have any questions for Valerie, go ahead and shoot us an email at support@runrx.fit, and we'll try to get it answered on a Wednesday Ask Me Anything. If it's maybe a Thursday and you have a question about something, she might go ahead and email you back. Because at the end of the day, that's really our mission, is to get you running pain-free. Thank you for joining us on the RunRX podcast. If you'd like to know more, join us at www.runrx.fit. And if you have additional questions that you'd like answered on the podcast, email us at support@runrx.fit.